anymore. Now, I don't need to be averse or hatred anymore. I can protect myself from all negative, but need not carry the load. Because one by one, those things and wings he will remove. That both aversion attached. Outside also, anything happening, he does what he's supposed to do. He not allow any happening to create any dent or damage. And then he will establish his vairagya. And the joy is so wonderful. So the freedom इतना बढ़िया हो. बड़ा हमको नहीं चाहिए वैराग्य समझे नहीं हमको चाहिए नहीं और हम राग द्वेष में और फंसेंगे उम्र का कोई लिहाजा नहीं बुढ़े हो गए मर रहे again still we have likes dislikes for the same wretched things and beings and experiences. It's such an immaturity calling ourselves spiritual seekers is book, isn't it? In the same way, the purity of the heart or the concentration of the mind or the subtlety of the intellect. Each of them are the states of being, which are the qualifications necessary for any and every spiritual seeker. We have to understand the means, the virtue, the practice, and will each other. So, the bhakti state of being. I want to be a bhakta. What is the state of that bhakta? What is its glory being so? When thoroughly understood, then the various means of bhakti are taken up for bhakti with clear understanding. Else, we do everything, but purpose is not clear. Therefore, all those things done become ineffective only. Isn't it? Like exercises done, food taken. If it is fully done after the understanding of anatomy, physiology, our own body, every body is different from other. To each body, the food, exercise, rest required is absolutely unique. Two people can never have same food or same things required. So first, I have to understand what is my body, what exactly it needs. Food, rest, exercise. Exactly when I do that, then I always remain healthy, energetic. And not in erratic way. कभी भी कुछ भी खा रहे हैं क्योंकि किसी ने भी कुछ भी कहा. Or somebody took me to some Mahatma Guru, and that Guru does this yoga, this asana, that pranayam, and I got inspired. And 1 week, 10 days, I did it, and I left. Another Guru talked about the diet. Another talked about good rest. Arey, what an erratic way of life. All we are doing, but reaching nowhere, because we are not first of all aware of what is the meaning of state of being healthy and what's required for me to be so exactly doing that. In the same way, in our life, spiritual also. So, too, what is the glory of being a yogi? See, yesterday in Dhanya Ashtakam, Ahruta Yoga Rajyaha, Yoga Rajya ka Raja bano, Shankara Bhagavan is advised. The picture has to be very clear in us. Ki the yogi, when his chitta vrittis are niruddha along with its vasanas, chitta is there, not as an obstruction. So this yogi, anytime he is in Sarupa Avasthanam, and anytime using the chitta, he is able to do what is required to be done in the world without losing his Sarupa Sthiti. The glory of that state. Then how to achieve to that level. So to any of the other aspects of spiritual sadhanas, like the Shastra Adhyanam. Why? Why should I master the Shastras? Because in that only, in crystal clear words, shlokas, entire life is being explained as to how it has to be lived, for what it has to be lived. So if I'm really clear about it, I'll take up the Shastra Adhyanam very sincerely, seriously, not just heard in the class and left it there itself. So, the two simple things are first, the state of being, what we have to achieve, why we have to achieve, what its glory, be clear, and then how to achieve it, and be fully engaged in it with self inspiration all the time. Give not the time for anything else, give not the time mind for anything else. This biggest weakness of ours of giving time and mind to anything other than spirituality, we have to conquer with our own, whether you call it as conviction, whether it is called as anushtanam, whether it is at the altar of the devotion to Guru or God, or with the help of the will power. कौन सा काम करता है उसको यूज करो बस. But the disease of, deep disease of, chronic disease of giving time and mind to anything other than Paramatma, we have to come out of it. With all our spiritual study and sincerity and humbleness, yet we will not grow because the time and mind, through that, the whole life and the Vasana Maya Kosha is filled with world and worldliness. Therefore, that is a golden day when we really fall in love with the truth, in love with the reality. And at the altar of that, every other place, the importance given is cut asunder. That maturity we are seeking. For that only these efforts and struggles, and we know how much our effort struggles we put, unless Bhagavad Krupa comes, that curtain of the Maya will not go. But the Krupa will never come unless the Lord is satisfied with our own efforts. What efforts? These are the efforts. Seeking the truth, studying Shastras regularly, trying our best to do the sadhanas, whatever the sadhana required, everything is valued. When these all things, as a human, as a seeker, as a devotee, from our side, when we are doing, seeing that when the God, the Gurus are pleased, then they use their Shakti to remove that curtain, use their Kripa Karuna to remove that curtain. The moment the Maya curtain goes away, everything starts becoming crystal clear. So for that only we are here every day. It's not a time pass, it is not a time waste, neither it is an entertainment. May the Lord, the Gurus, already bless us to realize their blessings and make use of them in such a manner that they continue blessing till we reach the blessedness. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Let us do. Om. Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidya रचयाखिल दर्शन तत्त्वविदं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं श्री ऐतरेय आचार्य श्री वेदव्यास महर्षये नमः. ऐतरेय महर्षये नमः. आदिशंकर महर्षि अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपेण उपनिषत् महात्मैक्यबोधस्त्रिणे एव भवसिद्ध्यर्थ सनातनधर्मस्य संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायिनां शास्त्राणां साधनानां योगवेदान्त भक्ति विशेषप्रक्रिया पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वाध्यात्मिक विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता विश्व पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थ अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापनकाः अस्माकं सह निश्चिताः गुरवः आचार्याः तेषां सर्वैश्वर्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि शक्ति संपदा प्राप्ति बाह्य द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्यार्थं श्री ऋग्वेदांतर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषद शान्तिमन्त्रः. ओम मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराहि वेदस्य मामेस्तः श्रुतहासीः अनेन अमृतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतु शान्ते अथ पारायणं द्वितीयखण्डः. सेकंड खण्ड. एता देवताः अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवे नाया पिपासाभ्यां आयतनं नः प्रजानीहि ताभ्यः गाम् आनयत् ताभ्यः अश्वमानयत् ताभ्यः पुरुषमानयत् ता अब्रुवन् ता अब्रवीत् यथा आयतनं प्रविशत मुखं प्राविशद आदित्यः चक्षुर्भूत्वा अक्षिणी प्राविशत् दिशः श्रोत्रं भूत्वा लोमानि भूत्वा त्वचं प्राविशन् चन्द्रमा मनो भूत्वा हृदयं प्राविशन् मृत्युरपानो भूत्वा नाभिं प्राविशत् आपो रेतो भूत्वा शिश्नं प्राविशन् तं असनायापिपासे अब्रूताम् आवाभ्याम् अभिप्रजानीः इति ते अब्रवीत् एतासु एव वां देवतासु आभजामि एतासु भागिन्यौ करोमि इति तस्मात् यस्यैकस्यै च देवतायै हविर्गृह्यते भागिन्यौ एव अस्याम् अशनाया पिपासे भवतः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, we are now into the discussion of the second adhyaya, the second mantra. Okay, we have seen that he sa asya etam atmanam atragatam bhavayati. So these are all very subtle secrets that are operating in the world on the behest or the orders or grace of Paramatma. So she does the bhavana of the husband whom she loves so much, who has entered her. And that bhavana is a Vardhanam and Palanam. And before doing that Vardhanam and Palanam, that entered husband doesn't trouble her like any other foreign material because Atmagatam Bhavati. The entered seed becomes one with her as if her own other parts of the body. So these very subtle, intricate things show how the creation and all that is in the Jivas, human being, is being operated by Paramatma's the subtle grace. Isn't it? And that in that the prema or the bhavanas or the attentions or the concerns that both mother and the father show toward the fetus, all of that is so beautiful, so wonderful for the child to grow, for the child fetus to grow and to get birth. So as much cute or beautiful, wonderful it is, from the absolute standpoint, so much blunder also it is. The ability to understand both standpoints and shifting our gear or position from here to there without any conflict or contradiction is called as spiritual maturity. Through the study of Shastras, and only when we are devoted to our Guru Parampara, Shruti Mata and God, that these very intricate things get revealed to us. And once these subtle truths start revealing, untruths go away, and every problem happens only because of untrue, unreal misunderstandings, misconceptions, etc. Okay, then we started seeing the third mantra. So powerful, so important it is. Sa bhavayitri bhavaitavya bhavati tam stri garbham vibharti saha agre eva kumaram janmanah agre adhibhavayati sa yat kumaram janmanah agre adhibhavayati atmanam eva तद् भावयति येषां लोकानां सन्तत्या एवं सन्तता हि इमे लोकाः तदस्य द्वितीयं जन्म. Every sentence here along with Bhashyam is worthy of consciously listening and understanding. Okay, straight away we are entering to the Bhashya. While listening to the Bhashya and its explanation, look into the main mantra, that every word of the mantra is covered or not in its explanation. So, Sabhavai main mantra. Bhashya is Sabhavai. What is Bhavai? Vardhaitri. Okay. And what is that she is doing of the bhavana of and vardhana of? किसकी वर्धन कर रही है? Of what? भर्तुः. Listen. भर्तुः आत्मनः. भर्तुः her own husband and husband's self, his own self. Though as a seed it has come out of him, yet the notion, the feeling, he also has got it is mine, she also got it is his, and he is mine, therefore his seed is mine. In that way, the deep inexplicableness doesn't come in the form of the words. It doesn't come even in the form of the thoughts, but deeper than the thought, that system Bhagavan puts. Where that वर्धयित्री भर्तुः आत्मनः गर्भभूतस्य, है ना, the self of the husband which has now entered into her garbha, her womb, है ना, then she is doing that. Now the next sentence is very essential. What is that? Bhavayitavya. When she is doing the bhavana of oneness with her, the entered seed, and then doing the vardhanam and palanam, is it not now the responsibility of the husband also? Therefore, the Shruti Mata is ordering right from husband up to everyone who is involved in the process till the delivery to be doing the bhavana of that pregnant woman. She deserves to be bhavayitavya, vardhayitavya, rakshayitavya, cha mainly bhartra bhavat. Bhavayitavya is equal to vardhayitavya is equal to rakshayitavya. Already said. We should have the bhavana to see that the fetus and the wife also is growing. Vardhan ho raha hai unka. And for the vardhana to happen, whatever the rakshana has to be done, he should do for her. Because it's not an ordinary process. It's a process of sustaining the entire universe. Universe is jada, meaningless, without the living beings. And if the whole world is meaningless without living beings, then that process of creation of the living beings is not it the most important and sacred one. From that standpoint, an order is given to everyone, starting from Bharta, the husband, that she should be bhavayitavya, vardhayitavya, rakshayitavya. Now, under these subheadings, hundreds of points can be discussed. Out of them, how many are neglected in today's world? We have to be very careful. But now, if I enter into that, it becomes a 4 days lecture. है ना? How today गर्भ से, वीर्य से, then the what is it? The mother and fatherhood से, childhood से खिलवाड़ हो रहा है in today's world of carelessness and on the name of science and technology, then people are becoming arrogant to the extent of troubling prakriti in front, prakriti within, and invoking all the calamity. If we talk in that language, it goes a big lengthy subject. Hint किया है समझदार को इन ऐसे के विषयों में इशारा काफी है. But the main thought is caught कि भावयितव्या, वर्धयितव्या, रक्षयितव्या means she should be so much loved. And that love is expressed in both the things of Vardhanam. And what Vardhanam, whatever is required to give for her, that has to be given. So to the Rakshayitavya, she should be protected. Because any little thing, something wrong happens to the wife, it affects the fetus or the child, then the child will not be born. Isn't it? No, like a Devata goddess only, She should be worshipped literally only, not only the husband, everybody. That way, that women should be felt. Now, in other words, if it is the other way around, that the mother-in-law also scolding day in and day out, father-in-law also is scolding, troubling, husband also is very irritating, and her inner pains, inner dukkha, all sorts of physiological, psychological fears. When nobody is caring, one thought in her, if it happens, it is better I will not carry the child. That thought is enough powerful for abortion happening. गिर जाएगा बच्चा. Or every of this carelessness of these people will affect the fetus inside, both in physical form as well as in that child's psychology also. You understand? I am born to such a useless parents. He is right from childhood only, unknowingly develops a feeling of hatred, aversion to everybody around, also to his life. Then the whole his presence will create such a disturbance in the whole world, isn't it? On the other hand, the father-in-law is so happy that Vamshankura, mother-in-law is so happy, then the husband, then another jo bhi hote hain, relative, all of them are loving and caring and congratulating her consciously and creating in her heart such a mood that is really achieving something great. And it is great. You know, in whole creation, the creation itself is the greatest thing. And she is doing that job. When she feels of that, in that feeling of fulfillment that she is giving birth to a child, her whole the time of pregnancy will be full of fulfillment, the delivery will be greater, and the child born will be, he is a hero. अब बताए क्या? He will be the greatest child for the whole world. No, these are all the subtle things that are beyond the science indicated here. And we have seen it. Have we not seen our childhood? उन जन्म में कैसे इतने केयरफुल देखते थे सब कुछ. And more importantly, even she also, Bhavita, she is continuously doing the bhavana of that a child's growth, birth positively, healthily. Not only a thought, thought is to be followed by exactly doing that only. Isn't it? If the woman goes on eating wrong things, and in today's modern world, she herself is a drunkard or smoking, and all the horror movies she sees, all negative programs she sees, she needs all the world, reads the useless books, entertains those negative thoughts, has the company of all useless fellows. Every one of these affect that child in molding him to be a terrible rakshas. याद रखना इस बात को. That's why Naraji took that Kayadu, Hiranyakashipu's wife, when he went for the Bhashya, and he took care of her like his own daughter. So much prema, all that he gave, and along with that, all the jnanam, bhakti, everything he taught. She being Rakshasi, the Tamo Guni, she could not receive it. But the child inside learnt everything. He came out to be the greatest of the devotee. Even though he is born in the Asura Vamsha, he is more greater devotee even than the Devatas. Rahito Sura Asura. You know, such an Asura without even one Asura Guna, more divine Gunas than the Devatas. Proves that we are so many there in the world. That is the meaning of Sa Bhavaita Bhavaitri Bhavaitavya Bhavati. So Bhavaitavya, Vardhaitavya, and also Rakshaitavya Bhavati. This is one aspect. Second is not only the family members, even the neighbors, even the relatives. No, that's why in South India it is done. Maybe in North, I don't know, when she is in the 8th or 7th month, or even every month only. That's Simantam Kehte Yaha. है ना? All of those close related ones, respectfully, lovingly, they cater to her needs. क्या क्या खाने की चीज बना के देते हैं. We used to see all childhood में. Interesting it is. For whole 1 month required सारे जो नमकीन शमकीन सब, है ना, कोई भी हर ओन सिस्टर का हो या ननद जो कहते हैं ना, ब्रदर्स वाइफ्स जो भी, They used to make it. Three mothers, चार भाई मानो चार बहनें, she will go, they take care of her all. Because it's a creation, it is a support of the whole world. You see. Without that being, like being, the whole world is dead planet. In today's world, not only this way, the husband, in-laws, parents, brothers, sisters, only, but in the world, wherever she goes, traveling, all around who are there must do the Bhavaitavya, Rakshayitavya, Vardhaitavya to her. Rakshayitavya means foreign countries में respect देते हैं. In India, every day there is a news that in a tribal area, some women pregnant that she was pains, no transport, so she is brought in a palki by all those people. कोई को बीच में डिलीवरी हुआ, कोई मर भी गई. Respect the pregnant woman. She is Jagan Mata, no, Jagan Mata in this form. Wherever she is. ट्रैवल कर रहे बस में, ट्रेन में, फ्लाइट में, उनको दो रेस्पेक्ट. ग्रेट, So to any of the functions she attends, all that, yeah, ये बहुत carefully लेना. More important than these two, I consider are, yes, they do it, but then they have to be more conscious. Nowadays, the whole entire, the medical team, isn't it? Thank God the gynecologists and all are loving even now, except few. If the cases are more, they become careful, careless, or if she has done too many, then also she becomes careless. But if those things are avoided, right from the main doctor onwards, nurses onwards, every one of them have to be careful because that mother is in such a tension till the delivery happens, every moment which she can't explain. She feels shy also, embarrassing also, fear more than anything. That anything asked or said, what will others feel? It's a totally different world of being pregnant. मन में किसकी बात की चिंताएं होते हैं तो सारे वो she can tell everyone and she needs so many things, protections and all. Therefore, specifically Shruti Mahata herself pausing and using two shlokas to talk about taking care of she, her bhavaitavya, vardhaitavya, rakshayitavya bhavati. Here, so सा भावयित्री वर्धयित्री भर्तुः आत्मना गर्भभूतस्य भावयितव्या वर्धयितव्या रक्षयितव्या च भर्त्रा भवति. And mainly the husband, even though if others are not able to do any that type of favor or love, all that gets compensated if the husband is loving her. है ना? That famous sentence, मैं हूं ना, if he can say, then she just forgets all other people's carelessness. And especially here, Bharata ka Shastra में बताया, it means what? Even if everybody else is loving her, taking care of her, if the husband is careless, she will be disappointed because she is carrying him. Therefore, Shruti Mata talked about by husband, the Bharata, she should be Vardhaitavya and Rakshayitavya. If we are not reminded of these things, we become careless in our every attitude and aspect of everything in life. Spirituality तो पानी में मिला ही दिया long back, धर्म को पानी में मिला दिया, भक्ति अध्यात्म सब गया ही. At least minimum this aspect, if one is not sensitive and conscious, then we don't deserve to be human. Even animals sometimes are better. Never ever harm or trouble that pregnant woman. Anybody for that matter, generally. It doesn't mean अच्छा दूसरों की पिटाई कर सकते हैं क्या? ना. Become extra conscious and cautious, isn't it? And the nonsenses of today, I need not talk about. Gender checking and all that. It's all सब मजा चला जाता है. The surprises, all of them go. अब फॉरेन कंट्री में 4-5 में पता ही चल जाता उनको, दे स्टार्ट ऑल द नॉनसेंस, they keep watching and all that. I don't know how to describe all that, but in the Indian parlance, any child comes, anyone comes, he should be respected. That child should be as a gift of God, it is to be taken. This is general point. Now, particularly another secret is to be discussed at length, but I'll cut short it. Key throughout our Shastras, listen carefully. The birth of the male child is said to be expected, wanted. Vamshodharaka, Vamshankura, not for the girl, it's only for the boy. Though both are equally important. Why? Because the seed happens through the boy or the man only. You may say that, but without the yoni also, the seed cannot grow. But yet, it is from the man the seed. Therefore, that Vamshankur ke roop mein, that is given preference. That's the only idea. है ना? पुत्र creator की तरफ. Prakriti cannot be without the Purusha. That way the idea. And he alone will take care of the Prakriti, etc. etc. So here we come to this topic of continuation कि भगवान भाष्यकार says नहीं उपकार प्रत्युपकारम अंतरेण, without the mutual help done to each other, loke in the world kasachit kenachit sambandha upabandhyate. For nobody with anybody, the healthy relation can be created or maintained or enjoyed. And this is in general throughout life. Upakara and pratyupakara we have to do, not apakara and pratyapakara. Apakara is harming, upakara is helping. The mutual help is the one called as yajna bhavana, with which we all grow. In today's world, आगे वाले 100-200 साल या 1000 साल के लिए तो spiritually also mutual help. Till now, up to some 20-30 years back, spirituality was exclusive sadhana. मेरा ध्यान आपका ध्यान अलग अलग. अब ऐसा नहीं है. I have to do dhyana for you also. This is the trend. This is the time which is going to come up. It's called as group realizations, communal realizations of the self. That is how the evolution marked for some few centuries now. Even spirituality. That's how Puja Gurudev and all those masters always engaged in the service of all others. They did not go all alone. अपना दुनिया दिख भी रहा है आपको, है ना? म्यूचुअली इट इज टू बी डन. तो रियलाइजेशन की बात साइड में रखो. इवन इन व्यवहार mutual upakara to be done, not apakara. Common sense, even that we are losing. Having said two general things, now particularly the wife is doing the upakara of carrying the husband in her, then he should do the upakara of bhavaitavya, rakshayitavya, vardhaitavya to her. Otherwise, the wife and husband relation together becoming the parents to the children, it will never happen. फिर वो पूरा मजा ही select and delete हो जाएगा. Then the whole life is absolutely like the raw Western culture, not even little more better than the animalistic. They live together, they procreate, and the child is born somewhere, put somewhere. उसको कोई संबंध ही नहीं, कोई इमोशन नहीं, कोई प्यार नहीं. What a nonsense that's happening. Percolating again to Indian system also. India में भी. अरे कौन किसका पिता पता नहीं, माता पता नहीं, किसके पेट में पाल रहा है, कहाँ, which nurse is taking care. अरे animals are better. And that's why absolutely everything erratic. All systems are broken. Not I'm talking about spiritual or dharma or traditional systems. The system of evolution, system of sustenance, system of life lived fully well with happiness and all, is सारे बिगड़ गए. Everybody is living death only. Of course, with all the materialistic prosperities. Compared to the earlier standards, this is substandard only. So, Shruti Mata, Bhagwan Shankara says, उपकार प्रत्युपकार के बिना दोनों संबंध कभी बनते नहीं, sustain nahi hote. Again, I am reading that sentence for you. Nahi upakara pratyupakaram antarena. Antarena means without. Without the upakara pratyupakara, loke in general in the world and especially in relation of wife and husband, kasyachit kenachit sambandha upapadyate. No sambandha can be created or maintained. Everywhere. The children should do to parents, parents to children, wife to husband, husband to wife, friend to friend, friend to friend, guru to the shishya, shishya to the guru. Everywhere, upakara pratyupakara. Lane, 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 then only. Not only lane, lane, no then. It should be, because the world is one. We are all connected in this universe. Hundreds of proofs can be given. Distances doesn't matter. No, all are connected. That is why Sutre Manigana Iva Mai Sarvamidam Protam. We are all connected commonly by the thread of the Lord, divinity, and when we are connected by Him, therefore, we are mutually connected also. Like the parents are connected to each of the child, therefore, each of the child mutually connected to each other. Because parents are same, the love from them is same, and the things they are receiving from same, and their responsibility towards the parents is same, isn't it? So therefore, upakara pratyukara is another very salient point discussed here, and we leave it there. Go ahead now. Now, next is topics, little inter development. Consciously, mantra hai, bhashya hai. We are committed to study Upanishads. Therefore, patiently, this topic also we are studying, although it has nothing to do the main theme of the Upanishad called Brahma Vidya. ऐसा सिर्फ वैराग्य के लिए, but still that is there, therefore we are putting our effort to study. Then he says कि तम गर्भम स्त्री यथोक्तेन गर्भधारण विधानेन विभर्ति, है ना? It is said to women in that way यथोक्त विधानेन she should go on maintaining that garbha in her. Then dharayati agre prag janmanah. So there are the three stages now. Fourth we can say, but the first one we'll leave it. The first one is she is carrying, conceived and carrying. Second is the days, moments at the time of delivery. Then third one is post delivery for few days or months. Once the child little grows, फिर नानी दादा इसके हाथ में चला जाएगा, then they will take care and all. So it is said that vidhanena vibharti dharayati agre prak janmanah. So much before the child is born, all our plannings to take care of the child, vatsalya, everything is felt when the fetus is growing inside. So there are three types of bhavanam for that mother, for that child, in that mother, for that child. During the time of conception, during the time conception and growth, at the time of delivery, immediately after delivery, after delivery also few months, anything can happen. Child is so delicate. That's why agre janmana word is used. Same is with the father also. What is father ka? Saha pita. That father also is expected to agre eva, purvam eva. This is first stage. Jata matram, just going to be born. Then Janmanaha Adi Urdhvam means Janmanaha Jatam Kumaram. है ना? He will take care. How? Jata Karma Adina Pita Bhavayat. That's what I said. When the child is in the womb, he does all loving care of her by taking care of her everything, organizing as Simantam I told you. Though the parents do that, the husband is expected to be giving her so much love. And at the time of delivery, it is said he is expected to do that special some anushtanas and prayers. मुख्य रूप से प्रार्थना, संकल्प and prarthana that both mother and child should be safe. The more deep and intense is the prayer of the father, the easier is the delivery, safer is the child. ये सब शास्त्र में बता रहे. And then immediately after the birth, the third bhavanam of the father, husband is again to take care of her and for the child and to her all the jata karma adi samskar. What time they are born. At that time, What is the movement of Graha Nakshatra? Is there any dosha? Then what is to be done? Parihara, both for the mother and the child. The father is expected to do. So the post delivery is the Jata Karma. During the delivery is the prayers. During the time of carrying, right from conception, is his concern for her and taking every care. This is how all the things, fulfillment to the man, fulfillment to the women, the women, and the fulfillment to be the man as a father, fulfillment to that woman as a mother, and the child in his birth, and lucky that he got such a caring parents. ये सारा इसमें देखे जाते हैं. You understood now why this all topic is developed? To give that beauty and joy of that most sacred work of creation. उसको भी systematically करना है. So in that way, sa pita agre eva purvameva, then jatamatram, then janmanah adi urdhvam. That means janmanah jatam kumaram, jata karma adina pita bhavayati. So agre eva till that 1 week before delivery time. 1 week or 10 days because exactly the day होता नहीं वो 10 दिन पहले भी होता है 10 दिन बाद में भी because the predictions of doctors, growth of the child, it can be, we can't decide anything. Only divine knows when to make the delivery. इसलिए all intelligent people become conscious a week before, 10 days before. So that is the second aspect of bhavanam of that husband of all cares. Then after that, jata karma adina bhavayati. Okay. Sapita yat yasmat kumaram janmanah अधि ऊर्ध्वम अग्रे जातमात्रम एव जातकर्मादिना यद भावयति तद आत्मानमेव भावयति. That's what. And how he does all that, why he does all that, what's the feeling that's going on in him, or the feeling should go on in him is his own self is the one that way who is being born there. Now all these Western other religious fellows who they talk that I and my father are one and all, they're all copied from here only. See, अजातमात्रमेव जातकर्म आदिना यद् भावयति तद् आत्मानमेव भावयति. No, it is me only. Isn't it? His own body, his own limbs, from that only the essence in the form of the seed he has put in her. So he is only growing through her, in her, and he himself is born like that. And there is a Shastra. What is that? Pituhu Atma evahi putra rupena jayate. The self of the father alone is born in the form of the son. Pituhu Atma eva putra rupena jayate. Tata hi uktam. It is very specifically said in Shastra only. For us, Shastras only are pramanam. What is that? Patihi jayam pravishati vardhate janmam swikaroti. That's what. The husband only enters the wife and he only grows and he only comes out. So that Atma Bhava to the father, to the child. Now slowly, these are all conception, time of delivery, post delivery sometime. The father tries to maintain it throughout life. Children also tries to maintain it. But ultimately both of them are individual jivas and ultimately both are mithya. Therefore, in the Lord's creation, slowly the separation starts happening. Added to that, the father becomes busy in other of his works, or other child is born, they become busy in him. This child also grows and he finds his friends outside. That is how all the Atmiyatas naturally, in the interest of all, slowly get reduced. है ना उसको भी हमको समझकर एक्सेप्ट करना होता है. These are all very subtle things in life at the mind and intellect level we have to grasp. And as much we are required to be so close with love, where the definite work has to be done. So much we have to slowly detach also because each one will have to progress in their own way. उसको भी हमें स्वीकार करना है, नहीं तो दोनों की प्रगति जो है रुक जाती है. And that's why not knowing it, the father tries to insist, mother tries to insist, the child doesn't want to listen. Then शुरू हो जाता है युद्ध. So the One, the father takes care because he himself only there as born as the son. Shastra mein bata. The higher Shastra say, throughout the life till the father dies, the child is the property only of the father. You know, that is helpful for the child to totally surrender and get all guidance from the father. That is the reason for which it is said. That makes father also, responsible, and he takes all actions to see that the child is properly grown. It is like in the other relation of Guru and Shishya. When Shishya totally surrenders to the Guru, Guru takes total responsibility of every aspect of disciple, sees to it that he grows. अब ऐसा नालायक निकला चेला तो कोई बात सुनता ही नहीं. Guru observes 3 4 times. Then he understands they are irregular, erratic, non-interested. He also says, "Chal, ठीक है. They are coming mechanically, academically. Let me also give satsang mechanically and academical. It is only professor and student relation, not the Guru Shishya or the Acharya or the Shrota relation." होता है कि नहीं यहाँ भी? वहाँ भी वैसे ही. Next, okay. Mhm. Most important thought now coming, the crux which connects us to the main theme of the Upanishad, Brahma Vidya. Ki tat kimartham atmanam putra rupena janayitva bhavayati iti uchyate. Why? Three things. He himself, Atmanam, in the form of the Putra, the child, Janayitva, having created, Bhavayati, he loves, he takes care. Right from the time of conception, time of delivery, post delivery, childhood, school, college, में डालो, ये सारा why he is doing, why this system is kept in this universe, the world. We are talking about mainly human. Same thing happens in all other animals, etc. But उसमें थोड़ा ही होता है. उसमें जन्म, there is lot of love in the beginning, until that child is taught to earn his own food, that mother or the father they take care. उसके बाद they kick it away, they go away. The tigress child or lion's child, they go and find their own place, and they prefer to live alone and they grow. वहाँ वहाँ छुटकारा हो जाता है. बट इन ह्यूमन लाइफ ऐसा नहीं है. Till the death, even beyond the child, as long as he is alive, he goes on doing the Shraddha karma to the father after death. तो human में कुछ अलग है. Clear? Otherwise, in animal human, that love aspect up to the child's little growth is common. Now that you leave it, come to this point. Shankara Bhagavan himself is asking and answering. Question is, Katham, why, or Kimartham, what for? Atmanam putrupena janitva bhavyati iti uchyate. This is what is more important to us than all the natak we saw so far. Very important. Understood? Kimartham, what for this man, Atmanam, his own self, Uttarupena, in the form of the child, Janayitva, having given birth, Bhavayati, he takes care of that child completely. Bhavayati includes Vardayati, Palayati, Poshayati, Rakshayati, all of that. Why? Answer is this. Ki Esham Lokanam Santatyaha Avichedaya Ityartaha. Esham Lokanam, of these worlds and in the world's beings. The Santati, the continuum, the continuation of the progeny or generation, uh, um, Santatya Avichedaya, for not allowing the breakage to happen. The continuity को break नहीं होने देने के लिए all that is done. Santatyaha avichedaya iti arthaha. So for the unbroken continuation of the life to continue on this earth, especially in those species, that system is given by the Lord, and that has to be understood and practiced. Isn't it? In some countries like China, Japan, they stopped producing children. No, all oldies are there. No, China is again running behind the people. Upgrade करो, बच्चों को पैदा करो. Because उनका आबादी कम हो रही है, जो भी हो रही है. The 2 3 countries which have this big issue. More children are born, they give more incentives. Not in India. बहुत हो गया 140. In some countries, that's there. Continuum has to be there. For the sake of that only, he himself as a child gets born and takes care. And answer is given, elaboration now comes. Now, ki, yesham lokanam santatya avicheda ityartaha. Then, vichidyehe, vichidyeran hi ime lokaha putra utpadanadi yadi na kuryuhu kechana. That is what na? Yadi na kuryuhu kechana putra utpadanadi. If nobody is creating children and taking care of them, called as bhavana, etc., then ime lokaha vichidyeran. The whole these worlds will be destroyed. Not only Bhuloka, Chandraloka, Suryaloka, in all lokas, they are not dead matter or the things. Dead thing, matter, Jadata, has no meaning or purpose. In all of them are the jivas are there, the beings are there. Therefore, all the lokas will perish if everybody stops producing, creating children. Therefore, the continuation of all these creation, the living beings on the earth, the jananam of the children by the father, his own self, and the protection is given in the Srishti by the Lord. Okay? हाँ, हाँ. उसको नेगेटिव बताकर कि अगर नहीं हुआ तो लोक नाश हो जाएंगे, पॉजिटिव बता रहे अभी. एवं इन दिस वे पुत्र उत्पादनादि कर्म अविच्छेदेन एव संतताः प्रबंध रूपेण वर्तन्ते हि यस्माद् इमे लोकाः तस्मात् तद अविच्छेदाय तत् कर्तव्यम. है ना? When nobody is creating, the whole world becomes blank. On the other hand, when each one properly, as per Shastra, giving child one boy and girl, that's the ideally Shastra says. Depending on requirement on all that, some have 10, 12 children also, ये सब चलता है. हाँ, if positively they do, the santati continues, the life continues on the earth. Therefore, for the continuation of the life on the earth, otherwise the planets become dead. Therefore, no meaning will be there in life for the existence of these lokas. For that sake, the children have to be created. Now, more important thought than this is the next one. Very, very essential. उसी को बताने के लिए अभी तक का जो भी झमेला था. What it is, I will read it for you. कि यस्माद् इमे लोकाः तस्मात् तद अविच्छेदाय तत् कर्तव्यम. Now the next sentence is important. न मोक्षाय इति अर्थः. Not for the moksha. Okay. So this creation of the children is not the moksha, because as a Purva Pakshi, one can ask a question. The whole discussion is happening in the moksha prasanga of the Upanishads. Upanishads only we are studying. Upanishads only purpose is to give Brahma Vidya and the moksha, and in that Upanishad the topic has come. Therefore, creating children gives moksha. Can we take it like that? Never. At this time, you have to refer to other Shastras where it is said, na karmana na prajaya and na dhanena tyagene ki amrutatmanasu. By karma and praja and dhana, amrutatva, immortality, liberation never comes, which is said in other Shastra, should be taken as reference, and then we should understand all of that is santati avichhed के लिए विच्छेदन नहीं होने के लिए सब है, but nothing of the moksha prasanga is there at all here. Neither the child is liberated, nor mother, nor the father by any of this hangama or drama. Yet it is required for the continuation of the life on the globe or the earth or the lokas. And never ever imagine that through this the moksha will come. The moksha prasanga is totally different. Which is the purpose of the Upanishad, which will start from now on. Now on means after the Trutiyam Janma also is over. So Namoksha is the word to be underlined. Otherwise, we get lost in that and involve indulge only in that. Na moksha ityartaha. Okay. Tat, now conclusion. Asya samsarinaha of this man, Kumara Rupena in the form of the child, Matu Udarat from the mother's womb, yet Nirgamanam. That coming out, tat, that one, Reto Rupa Pekshaya, in contrast with the Reto Rupa Nirgamanam, Ditiyam Janma, Ditiya Avastha Abhivyakti. That is called as second Janma, second Abhivyakti. Okay, when the child comes out of the womb of the mother, it is second janma. Now, there is no confusion. Huh? Remember, here the child is being born. But what is Shruti Mata is talking is that man alone, his Parama Janma is in the form of Retaha entering into the wife. And he alone is taking second birth when he is coming out of the wife's womb. Now, don't have question or doubt. Is the child born or the father born? It's all prakriya going on. Both are correct. At a later stage, individual jiva drishti se he alag jiva hai, he alag jiva hai. Both of them have to discover their identity with the self for their own liberation. वो वाला main topic है. So in this way, birth out of the womb is the second janma. We have seen it now. What is the third janma? That will be discussed in our next mantra, which we chant now. Let's see tomorrow. So, asya ayam atma punyebhyah pratidiyate अथ अस्य अयम् इतरः आत्मा कृतकृत्यो वयोगतः प्रैति सः इतः प्रयन् एव पुनः जायते तदस्य तृतीयं जन्म. This is the third life, which is what we will see tomorrow. Third birth. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamaadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Parabrahmane Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Om Tat Sat Brahmarpणमस्तु. Thanks, friends. Just slowly, steadily study all the Upanishads, one round minimum. Then, whichever the Upanishad feels appealing to you, take it for deeper study. And in that Upanishad, whatever the sadhanas indicated for the siddhya, experiencing the absolute self, take them up and make it as the only purpose of the life. And that way, from a pakka samsari to a pakka sadhaka to a pakka jivan mukta, we have to metamorphosize. That's the purpose of the evolution of the life. Thank you.